Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the. What are we on? Fifth episode?
Fourth episode.
Fourth episode of Subpar Podcast with Jack Kelly and Jack Wood. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of my favorite times of the year. We got March. I'm watching Creighton absolutely beat the crap out of Louisville right now. Anyways, back to the golf spectrum. Yeah, what has got the little four teams? I'm just going to put that in the middle real quick. But anyways, back to the golf spectrum. We had the Players' Championship wrap up on Monday. JJ Spaun and Roy McIlroy in a thriller playoff, although the playoff wasn't that thriller. He hit a good shot. And just floated with the wind.
An 8-iron. I don't know about that.
Yeah. It's all right. What's the high point? Oh, there's the high point game. Ooh, the high points game's close. Well, sorry that I'm getting distracted. But anyways, JJ Spaun, he's playing great golf. For McIlroy, he's playing clearly great golf too. What is he? Yeah, he's world number 1 right now.
No, he wouldn't be, would he?
Well, I mean, he has 2 wins.
I don't think he would be. Yeah. He is playing good right now. And that was not as, top heavy of a field as I expected going into the week. There's a lot of names I didn't expect to be up there. Bud Cauley.
Bud Cauley
was up there.
An incredible ball striker from the University of Alabama. He got in a car accident in 2018. Poor guy broke a rib, broke a leg, ruptured lung. He's been through hell and back, so I'm happy for that guy. Danny Walker, the Virginia golf alum.
Yeah, I had no idea who he was till this week.
He's an incredible player.
Is he Australian?
No.
He looked Australian.
He's from America. But anyway, he was actually 2 years ago a waiter at Bahama Breeze. Or I think 18 months ago. And now he's in the FedEx Cup, really high in the FedEx Cup rankings, and had a top 10 finish in the Players. So obviously super happy for the guy. But like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Today is about college basketball. As much as I love golf, today's about college basketball.
It is.
It's about college basketball. We got my Blue Jays absolutely rolling Louisville right now, proving why we shouldn't have been the 9th seeds, considering we're the second best team in the Big East, and we have to go play a home game and we have to go play an away game, a home game for Louisville, who's the 8th seed, AP number 10 team in the country. That makes a lot of sense why they're an 8th seed. But anyway, we're just too good a basketball team. We proved why we're the second best team in the Big East,
really
and why
good
we got
today.
screwed.
You guys looked really good all around today.
Now, next up on the schedule, we're going to go and we're going to beat the living crap out of Auburn, and we're going to prove why we're a national championship contender.
I think...
You know what? In my bracket, I got Creighton going all the way. There we go. I also have High Point in the Sweet 16.
Oh, you better be worried right
Alan
now.
Huss, a former Creighton assistant. I mean, the MAC coaching tree is just unbelievable. We got, obviously, Steve Lutz. My apologies. Head coach at Oklahoma State. Darren DeVries, who's at Indiana.
Messed up his last.
Who's at Indiana. And then we got Alan Huss, who's a High Point, and he's led his team to the NCAA tournament, and they're in a close one with Purdue. So, obviously, this is going to be a great March per usual. Then right after that, we have my favorite time of the year. We have my favorite weekend, favorite 4 days of the year.
The Masters.
I
can't wait.
You could have let me finish this.
You haven't let me talk at all, so...
Well, sorry. I mean, the mic's yours, so what do you want to say?
I'm just saying how I got McNeese State in the Sweet 16. We got Arkansas in the Sweet 16. UConn in the Final Four. Grand Canyon in the Sweet 16. I got a lot of 12 high seeds going to the Sweet 16. I feel like past couple years it's been that way with a lot of Cinderellas, and I think the trend's going to keep going this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think a team to look out for. Obviously, a High Point team to look out for if they can get the win today. They're going to be unstoppable. Creighton, I mean, we have a serious chance of going to the Final Four.
I think Kolkbrenner can man the middle, especially against Auburn. With Janai Brooms, their big guy, and he's 6'9". Kolkbrenner will definitely be able to dominate him.
That's going to be definitely a fun matchup to watch.
It will be.
That is going to be very exciting. And plus, you never know. We get Alabama State.
I would get your hopes up. Kolkbrenner owns both sides of the court.
Oh, my God. Way to go, Jason Green. Wow. I mean, I'm just loving what I'm seeing here, folks. This is absolute cinema. This is cinema on a basketball court right now. What Greg McDermott and the Creighton Blue Jays are doing.
Night, Louisville.
I mean,
Birds can go to
we're
sleep.
proving why Chucky Hepburn, the Omaha native, obviously real loyal to his city. Am I right? I mean, going and seeking money at Louisville.
You're dogging on Chucky.
I mean, what are we doing? He's getting however much he's getting at Louisville. Real loyal to his city. First he dips Creighton, go to Wisconsin. Doesn't get paid enough there, so he goes to Louisville. And we prove why he should have came here and why you don't mess with the Jays. So that's a little payback to Chucky Hepburn.
Would it be the same if you guys were playing Hunter Salas?
I hate. Yeah. How's that working out for him? What? Yeah, Wake Forest not in the tournament. Is
No,
it?
they're not. He
not
should-
in the tournament. I see.
He's he's class of 2019.
Yeah. No, class of 2021.
No.
He was Hunter Salas was the class of 2021.
Are you sure?
We want to bet?
I thought it was early.
No, he was the
He
class
was
of
a
2021.
top 10 recruit or
He
top
was in
15
Chet
recruit.
Holmgren's. And it goes to Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Because for some reason,
Yeah, he didn't
people
play
want to be in
Gonzaga.
Spokane, Washington.
He didn't play there either at all.
I can't understand why you want to go to Spokane and play Pacific University day in, day out, instead of going to Big East and playing in NBA arenas for your home city. Be a one and done. He would already be in the NBA right now if he went to Creighton.
You think so?
100%. He would have been a one and done. Instead, he chose to ditch us, go to Gonzaga, and that really worked out well for him, I see. So
Yeah, it didn't work
it's
out.
a good thing not too many people watch this podcast because I would be getting a lot of hate for those comments.
Any other former John Tanji from Wisconsin? You got a bone to pick with him going to Wisconsin?
No, because I don't think Creighton really recruited him.
Oh, well, they
Because
should.
he was like, he might have been like a walk-on.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing that name.
It's official, ladies and gentlemen. The Jays have stormed past the Louisville Cardinals. I mean, way to go. I mean, it's just cinema. The first win. Way to kick off March.
Hey,
in the right foot.
our brackets
Way to
are
kick
perfect.
off. I've got Creighton going all the way in my bracket. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to work.
It's gonna work.
I can't pick against my boys.
Jemiah Neal, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 5
9
assists.
points. Although I will admit, I do feel really bad for that poor Louisville guy who got injured.
Yeah,
I feel for him. I really do feel
That
for
did
him.
not look good.
But obviously, all respect to Louisville. I mean, they have what in the heck? They have an incredible coach in Pat Kelsey. A lot of NIL money. Nothing but respect for their. Obviously, it doesn't mean a lot coming from a guy like me, but still, a lot of respect for Louisville.
Yeah.
So,
After he just dogged on Chucky Hepburn for 5 minutes.
well, he's an incredible basketball player. I'm not gonna lie, but he's not on the winning team.
Not on the winning team.
He is not on the winning team, but obviously I feel just my heart is broken for that poor Louisville player who got injured. No one wants to see that ever. But I'm happy we were able to beat him in front of a home crowd in Lexington.
Yeah, that's the cool part about it. I feel
So that was awesome to see. Just fantastic all the way around. But who do you got? Who do you think is who do you have in your Final Four?
Iowa State, they're an incredibly all-around, well-rounded team. They got a lot of good wins at the start of the year. We're kind of hit a hiccup, but they're a team that can get hot pretty quick. And I like them beating Michigan State and beating Auburn. And I have them in the final. And then I got UConn in the other. I think they're going to...
Oh, UConn can't beat us, so.
Well, I have them beating Florida. I think Florida, they're not the best number one team.
The thing about Florida is Florida has won too many games. You can't win that many games. If they win, I feel like it's very difficult. Honestly, sorry, I'm kind of stumbling my words here, but I think that Auburn is in a better position than Florida because Florida, you can't win that many win that many consecutive games.
UConn has more experience, especially.
Honestly, I feel like Florida is out of all the one seeds, they're in the worst position because they ran through the gauntlet of the SEC. They won, and you can't win that many games. I have them going down to UConn.
Yeah, same. And then I have who else?
I got St. John's in the Final Four.
I got Duke. Easy. They're just gonna.
Duke is just so
their only
talented
tough
and
game, I
athletic.
think, is going to be Alabama.
Yeah, I know, but Bama, I don't know.
Bama can run the score up so quickly.
I know. I could see Bama again losing in the Sweet 16.
To who's the 3 seed in that?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Because Wisconsin is a good. Wisconsin's good, and they're playing their best
They're
basketball
a
at the right
defensive
time.
team, but if they can't make their shots, they can't score. They're not a good enough offense. Like a bad night for Alabama is 75 points. A bad night for Wisconsin's 50. So they need to be playing their A game, especially when they play an offensive team like Alabama, who's got scores everywhere.
But Grant Nelson's not going to be at 100%.
Yeah, they need him. Grant Nelson literally looks like he plays for Wisconsin. Every Wisconsin guy looks the exact same. And then I got Tennessee. Tennessee beating Houston in the Elite Eight.
I don't know.
They're an experienced team.
But
with
I think that
weapons all around.
I think that Houston's just too athletic.
Houston is the most, not the most athletic. They're the strongest.
They're the toughest. They're the toughest.
hard-nosed team. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Any of those guys on Houston, I am scared to death of.
They are all
Those
look like
guys
football
just
players.
are like strong. They're big. They're athletic.
Yeah.
Those guys.
I wouldn't
Do
want that.
not mess with them. I mean, they are like some of the strongest, most athletic guys I've ever seen in my life. But then you could also say the same for about the entire
Except,
entire
but Houston's that
tournament.
the thing about Houston, they're
I
a
don't know,
level up from like everyone, which is
You just see
insane.
Houston's guys and they're just so big.
Yeah.
Like the court,
Just look at their arms.
the
right
court
now.
looks so small.
Yeah.
Like I want to know that. Look at how tall they are. What do you think the average?
No, they're not that. They're like all like 6'7". That's the thing.
Yeah, but they don't have like any 7-footers. They're just all 6'7".
Yeah.
6'8", 6'7", 6'6". I don't know. This High Point game is unbelievable though.
I know. I have Purdue losing in the second round, so I would be devastated if
I have High Point winning this game.
Purdue. They're in control. It's a good spot to be in. Up 7 with 4 minutes left. I'd rather be. Yeah, that's deep.
Shoot. Obviously, you feel really bad for the SIU Edwardsville. Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. You feel really bad for them.
They're just getting the crap
They
beat
have
out
to
of
go
them.
play Houston. What city are they in? Are they in Dallas? Wichita. I played it in golf tournament in Wichita. It's not the greatest city.
All my relatives live in Wichita. Never met any of them though. It's all my grandpa's.
I see you're
family.
really close to your family.
It's all my grandpa's cousins.
I just can't get over the performance of Creighton. That was flawless.
That was, that's the best I've seen them play in a long time, offensively and especially offense. They scored 89
you
points.
You gotta watch out when Creighton gets
89
when
points.
Creighton gets in an arena
Yeah.
that they like to shoot it.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
That's gonna be a tough game if they play as well as they did.
Honestly,
Auburn is.
I
don't
think
know.
that Auburn got screwed. I genuinely think. I think that Auburn really got screwed having Creighton be the 9 seed.
and Louisville being the 8 seed in that bracket too.
Yeah. Like I honestly think that if I was an Auburn fan, I would be really ticked off right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't be happy.
Oh, Mount St. Mary's in a close one with Wisconsin.
That's Montana.
Montana, not Mount St. Mary's.
Montana.
Wow.
Yeah, Wisconsin. They'll play close with anybody. That's their problem. If a team gets hot in the second
Wisconsin
half,
can't like go. Wisconsin just like
yeah.
they don't blow anyone out,
No.
but they don't win any like close games. They just like
Remember last year they absolutely fell apart down the stretch. They were like 6th. They came to Nebraska, and that was the end of their season.
yeah, they were sixth in the country. What do you think of the KU 7 seed?
I have them losing first round. They're horrible.
I got
Especially a team like
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Their John Calipari, Bill Self chess match will be fun.
Well,
Just to see.
Granted, Calipari doesn't exactly have the best record.
No.
And for the last 10
But he's a
years in
good
March.
coach.
And his guys are so talented and athletic. It's just, oh my God, these poor SIUE players. Wow. Wow.
That's like there's always one game that's
Oh
a
my
blowout
God.
like that. Just a team that's clearly much better.
Oh my God.
So, well, on that note, I think
Well, after I just about threw up.
yeah. What do we got this weekend?
Valspar.
Valspar and Innsbruck.
Innisbrook.
Innsbruck.
That'll be an exciting one to see. I haven't looked at the field.
Tommy Fleetwood's up. Tommy Fleetwood, JT's playing.
Ball striker.
Jordan Spieth might be. I just saw something.
JT, he's the guy chasing Ryder Cup.
I think
Ryder Cup points.
I think Hideki's playing. Let me look.
Hideki plays like every week.
Yeah, but Hideki is one of the most talented golfers on tour by a lot. Oh, it's going on right now.
Who's winning?
Jacob Bridgman and Kashmir Keith.
Kashmir Keith.
Yep.
Keith Mitchell.
Yep, at 4 under. That's a tougher course than they usually
All right.
play in.
Alrighty. Well, everybody, it was fun.
Except Straka's Andrew Schauffele.
It was fun. I like Keith Mitchell, my guy, to win this week. Who do you like?
I like Xander Schauffele.
Well,
And I
everybody,
love Tommy Fleetwood, so I hope he does well.
It was fun. We will see you back next week if our show doesn't get canceled. Thanks for tuning in.
Maybe Creighton will be advanced into the Sweet 16 after when we come back, but we'll see.
Well, thanks for tuning in,
And
everybody.
Marquette.
This has been the Subpar Podcast. We'll see you.
See ya. We didn't talk about Marquette.